And they brought Scary back to Doctor Who, and I applaud it. And I'm loving Matt Smith. When I heard another young actor was going to be playing the part to get all the girls watching, which is what David Tennant was put on Earth for, to get teenage girls watching television. And Matt Smith, being young, has continued that, and he's continued it with an added ingredient, which is, I believe he's 900 years old. I believe every word he says, and he's got that wonderful quality that Patrick Troughton had, that wonderful random kind of enjoyment, but not enjoyment at the expense of anybody else. It's a wonderful performance. I'm loving it.
It's a lovely. I remember Tom Baker talking about that sort of enjoyment of character development. He just simply called it celebration. Celebrating the fullness of being that character in that particular situation, in that particular moment. And certainly Matt Smith has got that. I think he's tremendous. I agree with you.
Question for Mr. Baker. Could you tell me, please, just over here, sir?
Hello.
Just if you could tell me what you felt was unique about your portrayal of the Doctor, what you brought to the role.
Me. That's it.
Specifically in the way that you played it, perhaps?
Uniqueness implies something which it benefits from being observed from the exterior. I can't say what makes me unique, but every one of us is unique. If you play the Doctor, your performance would be unique, because however much you immerse yourself in what the Doctor is, nonetheless you've got your own physical presence, your own way of coming across when you say something. It may be that pomposity comes into it, arrogance, but you know, hopefully all those other things the Doctor has, warmth, I don't know. I'll let others. Sorry, I'm not dodging your question, I'm just really incapable of answering it.
Just one other question. In the new Doctor Who, we've had Stephen Moffat and Russell T Davies running the show. What version do you prefer and why?
Oh, I don't prefer either, but I'm very grateful that Stephen Moffat, whose scripts were the ones, I mean I love the Russell T Davies scripts as well, but the Stephen Moffat scripts were unfailingly spot on. Blink, another genius piece of terrifying, and the Doctor was quite peripheral to that story, but the story itself, you know, was very powerful. Although, any young people here, do those angels bother you? Well, let me tell you how to deal with it. If you'd have the 6th Doctor there then, as opposed to these new Johnny-come-latelys, all you have to do is close one eye, switch, and you never blink. You just wink. See? Okay? That's how to deal with the angels.
Yes, great.
Hey guys, thank you very much for coming. It's awesome to see you guys up there. Colin, what I say, you know, as you say, all these Johnny-come-latelys have turned up, but for me, you are still the Doctor. You are the best Doctor ever.
You're the man.
Thank you. And believe it or not, I actually love the coat. I mean, maybe it's just me going crazy or something, but I've got 2 of those shirts on order from Forbidden Planet.
Oh, have you?
Yeah. Just in case I spill coffee or something down one of them, you know.
All the way from England?
All the way from England.
Wear it with pride.
I certainly will.
Maybe I should celebrate my costume now.
I'm sure my girlfriend will love it. There's 2 of them, we can both wear one. They look weird, but...
Hey now, if your girlfriend is wearing that costume, and you look at it, that's a bit odd. Yeah. Mind you, it could kill your relationship.
And she loves 6th Doctor as well, so in the time together I've taken her through all the Big Finish stuff and the DVDs, and got 2 fans here. Now with Big Finish, it's, you know, fantastic that over the years your Doctor's been given the chance to shine, you know, and just sort of go on and do sort of bigger things, and the character, you know, as you say, sort of mellow out, develop over the years. With the Thomas Brewster storyline that's just finished up recently, what's going to happen for the next 12 months? Has Nick Briggs, you know, given you a plan for what's coming up, or...?
Yeah, I've got a few more I'm doing with Nicola when I go back, Nicola Bryant. There's some more Lost Adventures. They lost an awful lot, didn't they? Those Lost Adventures. I think some of them were just kind of paragraph storylines that, you know, were spiked quite early, but quite right, you know, get someone to write them. They've got they've got various writers who pitched ideas 25, 30 years ago, and had written some of the script. In one case, the son of the writer, because the writer is now deceased, and he's a writer himself.
Leviathan.
Yep, Leviathan. He finished it off, and it's brilliant. You know, and that was a space whale, wasn't it? Or was that, no, that
was Leviathan.
That was Leviathan, space
Brian,
whale.
I can't remember his name, Brian someone.
Brian, oh.
Maybe I'll put you wrong. I think it was Brian, was the son.
It was Brian, you're right. Oh gosh, what was his name? Anyway, I knew his father very well, because I did a...
Finch?
Brian Finch, yep. Because his father had written some episodes of The Brothers, a series I did in the 70s, so I knew him. So they're great. I've greatly enjoyed the ones I've done with the lady policewoman from Manchester.
D.I. Menzies.
D.I. Menzies. I think that's a great character. She played one of the cat women in the David...
Not the same.
Yeah. Well, you know it all, don't you?
Well, I've actually got one of the...
certainly more than I do.
I've got one of the more recent audios here with D.I. Menzies in it.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
I love the relationship with a policewoman who is in the Manchester Police Force, who knows all about aliens, but can't say too much.
It's a lot of fun with the way they've done it, where you've met her out of order, so, you know,
yes.
Well, you're well aware of her, but she hasn't met you, vice versa, and then you sort of meet her for the first time later on. So
a bit like the... I saw a film the other night on television, The Time Traveller's Wife, and which everyone said it was a rubbish film. I haven't read the book, so perhaps I should. But I really enjoyed it, because it threw up all those dilemmas about meeting people before you've met them. And
they reference it in the script. She sort of says, "Hey, don't worry, I've read The Time Traveller's Wife." And the doctor's, doesn't know what she's talking about.
See, I've forgotten that. You're very good. You know, I only recorded it. You've listened to it more than once? Yeah, that does it, you see.
Sorry if I'm going to be sneaky to ask another question quickly.
Go on.
You know, quite a few years ago you wrote the short story, is it On Butterfly's Wings, for the Short Trips collection?
Yes.
Any future plans for writing any more for the Sixth Doctor?
Yes, I've got... On Butterfly's Wings has been recorded. I've kind of expanded and edited it, and there's a Big Finish audio coming out called Short Trips or something, and it's one of them. But I've got a book coming out imminently, when I actually finish it, called Gallimorphre, which is a book of short stories, 3 of which are Doctor Who stories. I got permission, because I had to run it by, but the BBC are happy. It's of my Doctor, obviously. So there's 3 Doctor Who stories in there, one with the Brigadier.
Excellent, cool.